Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport, the demons were captivated by the false, glaring beauty of this material form, and thus they embraced her. Why? Because they were captivated by ignorance, just like an ass. Donkey is supposed to be a very ignorant animal. It is supposed to be steeped in ignorance. Why? Because the donkey is used mainly by washermen. They will put a huge load of clothes on the donkey, and the washerman will take the donkey to the lake or some water body where the clothes are washed. And while the clothes are being washed, the donkey is given a little grass to eat. The washerman carries the little grass, he puts it in a bag and ties it around the neck of the uh, donkey, or he lays it in front of the donkey and the donkey eats it. Thinking that, what is the donkey thinking? Oh, see, I carried that huge load of clothes, therefore I'm getting this grass. So after it eats the grass, the washerman, having washed all the clothes, will come again and load it onto the donkey. The donkey very happily carries it. Why? The donkey is thinking, if I don't carry this load, I will not get grass. The donkey has no brains. The grass is available everywhere outside. So why does it have to take all this load? I should somehow get free from this washerman and run away so that I can easily, freely eat grass. That brain intelligence is not there in the donkey. The donkey thinks this is the only way I can get grass, by carrying the heavy load. Similarly, Mudadhyam, Mudadhyaha, Asuraha, the Asuras, demoniac people, because they are captivated by ignorance, they think that the only way to gain happiness in this material world is by the combination of man and woman. That's the only way to get happiness in this material world. Sense gratification is the only way to become happy. This is what they are thinking. And to get that sense gratification, they have to undergo so many tribulations. They have to undertake so many hardships. And they are thinking, no, if I don't take this hardship, I will not get any happiness. Just like the donkey is thinking, if I don't carry this load, I will not get grass. But that happiness is easily available everywhere in the outside world. Actually, the people, human beings in this material world, they work so hard. They go to office, they go to factory, they take up a job or they run a business. Day and night they work hard. Why? Because they are thinking, if I do this hard work, I can be happy. And how do I become happy? Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. I can eat good food. I can sleep in a nice foam bed in an air-conditioned room, and I can have a beautiful wife. I can have a good girlfriend, and I can have a nice bank balance by which my future is taken care of. This is what people are thinking. But in the outside world, if you see in the streets, so many pigs and dogs and cats are roaming around. They are also eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. But they are not having to go to office or factory or earn money and all to get these things. That means eating, sleeping, mating, and defending is freely available in the outside material world. Like the grass is available outside freely for the donkey to eat. But the donkey is thinking, no, if I don't work hard, I will not get the grass. Similarly, Mudadhyaha Asuraha, the ignorant, foolish, demoniac people, they think unless I work hard, make a lot of arrangements for economic development, I cannot enjoy eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. I will starve. I will not get food. This is what they think. Therefore, I have to work hard, earn money, and I have to have, from that, I can maintain myself. I can have good food, I can have a good family, I can have a good house, etc. But reality is, all these things are freely available for all the animals without having to have any economic arrangement. They don't have the Reserve Bank of India. They are not printing currency notes. They are not having factories and careers, and they don't go to universities and get educated in engineering or medical science and then go take a career. They don't have to do any of these things. But does that mean they are deprived of eating, sleeping, mating, and defending? No, they are comfortable. They are enjoying eating, sleeping, and mating and defending far, far more than human beings can. Because human beings, if you take a day in a human being, 7 to 8 hours minimum will go in sleeping. So they are left with 16 hours. In that, another 2-3 hours will go in eating, bathing, getting ready, and all those things. So 10 hours already gone. Another 12 hours will go in working, going to the office, coming back, working in the office and all. 12 to 13 hours will go. So already 22 hours gone. So 2 hours is left. In that 2 hours, they will, the 1 hour will go in fighting between husband and wife. And then another 1 hour is left. In that they have to enjoy. That's all that they have. But if you look at animals, because animals don't have to go to office and work hard and all that, for them, that sleeping 4 or 5 hours, whatever is there, they sleep. Balance of the 24 hours is fully available for them for eating, sleeping, mating, and defending only. They don't do anything else apart from these 4 activities. So that way, the facilities for animals to eat, sleep, mate, and defend is far, far better than human beings. So we have to understand that the Hitopadesha, it is stated that ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithunam cha etat samanyam pashubir naranam. These 4 activities are common to humans as well as animals. Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. It is common to humans as well as animals. So, the Hitopadesha states that dharmo hitesha adhiko dharmo hitesham adhiko vishesho the dharmena heenaha pashubi samanaha. Dharma, following the path of religion, is what differentiates human beings from animals. On the other hand, if a human being does not follow the path of dharma, then he is no better than an animal. Because if you take out dharma from the life of a human being, then what is left? Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithuna. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Only these 4 activities are left. Everything that a human being does can be broken down into one of these 4 activities. Somebody may say, no, I'm doing research. I'm engaged in studying science. So this is not part of these 4 activities. No, because ultimately, if you look at the end use of that scientific activity, what will happen? You will invent some nice air conditioner so that people can sleep comfortably. So it's coming down to sleeping only. By your nice advancement of medical science, no, we are advancing in medical science. We are doing research. We are enhancing our knowledge. By enhancing your knowledge, what are you finding out? You are discovering some contraceptives so that people can enjoy the mating more nicely. So every activity that human beings do in this material world can be broken down to one of these 4 activities, other than religion. Dharma, following religion to get liberated from the cycle of birth, death, disease, and old age within this material world, is the only thing that differentiates human beings from animals.